Cheta, your voiceovers are really engaging. How do you do it? Well, in this video, I'll walk you through my step-by-step process on how I create these really engaging voiceovers. You need just 4 things. The first one is your smartphone. It could be an Android or iOS device. You need an editing software, anyone that is comfortable with you. There's so many out in the market. It doesn't have to be paid. The third thing you need is a microphone, which is optional at the end of the day, but it adds its own, vibe and just difference to the entire voiceover. And finally, you need your creativity. Now that we have all these 4 things, let's begin. Hello my beautiful people and welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Cheta and I create content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are welcome. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, please, so that you're part of the family. Okay, to my returning guys, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, again guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Just encourage me if this video was helpful, which I assure you by the end of this whole video you'll gain value in a way or two. Okay, and yeah, without a lot of rambling guys, let's jump into today's video. So as I've already earlier mentioned, today we are sharing how Cheta creates her engaging voiceovers. If you follow me, you know what we're talking about. If you don't, go and watch my short form video so that you get caught up. Okay, in this video we'll be covering my step-by-step process, the equipment I use, the software I use in editing, my technique, and all of that. But the first thing you need to start out with is your storyline. What are you trying to sell to your audience? What really are you trying to sell to them? So now, what I mean by a storyline is you're trying to shoot a video where maybe you were bored at home and then you were looking for fun places to visit in Abuja or Lagos or wherever you reside. You pick up your phone and search where are the fun places in Abuja. You get recommendations, you get into your car, drive down to this location. That is a storyline. Now, the idea about this storyline is that it helps you to shoot in that direction and then your voiceover follows suit. You get me? So the storyline is the number one thing you need. Write down your storyline, what you plan to shoot ahead. And once you've done that, the next thing is shooting. Shooting is basically carrying your phone and recording this storyline that you've mapped out in your head. I shoot with an iPhone 13 Pro Max. You can use whatever device you have within your reach, just use it to shoot. And like I've earlier mentioned in another video where I'll link up, where I spoke about some things that helped me grow as a creator, leverage on a few trends that are now available in the content creation scene. Things like trying different angles for the same activity. So you're filming that you're cooking, you try it from this angle, you film from this angle, another angle, and you merge it all. You put text on the screen, zoom in and out effects, all of those things. Just add them into your shooting so that it helps you to make the video a lot more engaging. Okay, after I have finished shooting, what the next thing I do is I get my editing software, which in this case I use CapCut. I use the paid version, but you don't have to use that. I'll let you in on why I use the paid version when I'm talking about this whole editing, but again, you don't have to use it. You can use the free version. So I import all of my clips into my CapCut application and then I write my voiceovers. Now I'm writing my voiceovers like I would typically speak them out, or like I would typically say it. I'm not writing it like I'm writing a book. I'm writing it the way I'll say it, like, hey God, what's going on? I'm exhausted. That kind of thing, that kind of vibe. That's how you're writing it. You're writing it the way you will say it. You're not writing it like you're writing a book. And another reason why I import my videos into my CapCut before I start writing is because writing my voiceovers is that it helps me to see the scenes properly and gives me idea on what to write down, just creativity to chip in here and there. Like I said, write it like you are saying it. Hey God, what happened? Today was very stressful. Don't write it like, hey God, I was very exhausted today. Like, write it the way you would typically speak, and make sure that you're looking at the clips that you have already shot, so that it helps you to be aligned to what you are writing. Okay. Another thing I do before I even start recording my voiceovers is that I read it over and over again, so that I know how I'm trying to say it, so that I'm saying it in the way that I want, like in the energy that I want, and I'm just making sure that I'm using the right energy that I really am trying to use it to use for that voiceover, if that makes sense. So I'll read it over and over again, and it also helps me to make sure that I don't stutter when I actually want to start reading out the voiceover. Right? I import them, write down my voiceovers. Next thing I do is I mute all of the videos that I just click on mute all and mute everything, so that I can now do my voiceover on top of the muted videos. You get me? Now, once I mute them, I get my microphone. Again, I said this is not compulsory. You don't have to use a microphone, but I know what a microphone does for me, and I will encourage you, if you can afford it, get it. I personally use the lavalier mic. It's a wired mic. It's a 2-mount mic. And the reason why I use a wired mic is because for some reason I used to have wireless mics, and I still have a lot of them, at least 2 of them. But after an iOS update, I realized that my mics were no longer compatible to my phone. It was only the wired mic that has been working over the years. Like, I've tried it multiple times. I don't know what's wrong. If you're experiencing the same thing, please let me know. If it is just a meeting, please let me know how I can go about it, if you know my problem and how I can solve it. But I used to use a wired mic, but all of a sudden, after a system update, it stopped working. So I was just stuck with my wired mic. I mean, a wireless mic, but now I'm stuck with my wired mic. So I just take my wired mic and I insert the cable into my smartphone. Once I insert it into my smartphone, I navigate to the voiceover section of my CapCut app, and I now start recording. I'm recording and I'm reading what I wrote and memorized in the way that I would typically say it. Remember, guys, that's very important. If you want that touch of engaging energy, you got to read it the way you will speak, not the way you would read a book, if that makes any sense. I must mention that this mini lavalier mic, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this well, but this mic is noise cancelling, but it's not 100%. I would say it's 60 to 70% noise cancelling. So if it's not close to your mouth, you can still hear a lot of noise. And that is now the reason why once I import it, I use either the reduce noise feature on my CapCut application or the enhanced voice feature. These features are not free. They are not free. Yeah, they are paid. They used to be free, but they are paid right now. So I use them to just blur out any additional, like I told you, it's not 100% noise cancelling. There are still some interference that comes in. So I use the reduce noise or the enhanced voice feature to just reduce that noise. After doing that, the next thing I do is to remove all the spaces in the video. So you know how as we're humans, when you are talking, you used to, like, maybe you say, so I went here, and then you breathe in. So all those breath spaces, I just remove them, trim them out, so that it's not making the voiceover too long. Yeah, so when I now do that, I now try to align the video to the voiceover. So when I'm saying, when I woke up, I was bored, I show myself being bored. And then when I say, and then I stood up from the bed, and then I stand up from the bed, and I just align it that way, if that makes any sense. Do the editing, watch it over and over again, make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Then when I'm done, I add my thumbnail, and then I export. It's pretty much easy. Like, it is easy peasy, okay? I will be emphasizing on the thumbnail, because a lot of times we don't put thumbnail for short form videos, but it's very important, as I earlier mentioned in the video again that I talked about, where I shared some things that helped me grow as a creator. So make sure that you go and add your thumbnail always for your short form videos, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. It is a very easy peasy process. It just involves a lot of your creativity and little activities here and there, okay? Yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, if there's any other thing you guys want to know, any questions, drop them in the comment section and I'll respond. If there's anything completely you want to learn, maybe with regards to content creation, the way I edit certain things, anything at all, just let me know in the comment section and I'll make sure to make a video, okay? And yeah, if you're new here, I try to shout out small YouTubers just to encourage them, to give them a push, because I know when I started, I really needed that. And today's shout out is going to Che_Nifa. I think it's Chenifa. She's a new YouTuber and creates lifestyle content and content around a content concerning med school. So she's a medical student. You guys should go and support her, encourage her, interact with her videos, and yeah, subscribe to her channel. And if you want your own shout out, let me know the name of your channel and what you do in the comments, and you might just be the lucky one to get a shout out in the next video. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget again to ask me all your questions, any clarification you need, or any videos you want to see in the future, videos you want to see from me. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.